All right, kindergartners, we are getting ready to work on groups that make 10. So these are called partners of 10. In español se dice partes de 10. And to do this lesson, you're going to be getting this worksheet page out. It says 4-2 at the top, 4-2. And make sure that you're looking at the front side that's page problem number 1. And you can't even see the page at the bottom, so that's okay. So get this paper out. To do this, you're also going to want something to pretend that are ladybugs. I'm going to be using the counters that I put into those baggies for you. You could use beans, you could use Legos, you could use beads, pretty much anything that you want that are nice and small that you can move around. You're also going to want to have something that you can use as a break apart stick. I forgot all my break apart sticks at school, but I found a blue paintbrush. So I'm going to go ahead and use that. You could use a little piece of paper. If you have a popsicle stick, you can use that. Anything that you can use to break some of these bugs apart into groups. You're also going to want a dry erase board. You can use that, laminated paper, or just a piece of paper and a pencil to record these partners of 10. All right, I'm going to get these counters counted out. And what's really cool about these is that they are translucent. And if I have yellow and blue, it's a little hard to see, but it actually kind of turns green. So I'm going to count out 10 blue ones, and I'm going to use the yellow ones on top to change it a little bit when we're going through these partners. So I'm going to count out 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And I know that this is a little hard to see. We're just going to have to do the best that we can. So I've got my 10 counters here. I have my break apart stick. I have my counters that I'm going to use to cover up. You can use little pieces of paper or another Lego on top, whatever you want to show that it's a little bit different. And I have my dry erase board, my marker. I'm ready to go. All right, so I am pretending that these counters are actually bugs, and they are having a sleepover party. And before too long, one of them gets a little bit tired. And I'm going to pretend this is like his sleeping bag or a blanket, and he's going to cover him up, getting covered up. And you know what? The rest of the party is pretty loud. So I'm going to pretend that this break apart stick is a noise canceling wall so that he doesn't get woken up by the other bugs. So I'm going to put that break apart stick right there. There's my sleeping bug and my awake bugs. If you look on your worksheet, you can pretend that this bug with spots is like that sleeping bug and the rest are awake. What is different about the way that these pictures are drawn and the way I put out my bugs? Put here 4. Again, I know it's hard to see. I'm really sorry. It's the best I can do. Yeah, I did 5 groups to make it a little easier. On here, there are no 5 groups, so you're going to have to count really carefully. I'm putting this here for a moment because I want to write this equation all by myself. So, how many bugs are at that sleepover party? Still 10. 10 equals. Now, how many bugs are asleep? 1 bug is asleep. That means that the rest of these bugs are awake. So 1 is asleep, and then I have a group of 5 and 4 more. That makes 9. 1 plus 9. 10 equals 1 plus 9. You can also record that right here on this worksheet. 10 equals 1 plus 9. I'm not going to write it on here in case the video cuts out on me and I have to do it again. All right. Ooh, it's getting late. So guess what? Another bug falls asleep. So I'm going to take my little yellow counter, pretending it's a blanket, and cover 1 more up. Now, 2 bugs are asleep and 8 are awake. So I'm going to write that down. It's still 10 bugs at the sleepover party. So I'm going to write 10 equals, how many are sleeping? 2. plus 3 and 5 makes 8. 8. We can also do some finger wiggles to show that. 10, let's see, I'm going to make these 3 the sleeping, 2, we're not at 3 yet, 2 sleeping, and 8 awake. 2 and 8 are partners of 10. All right, now on the worksheet, there isn't a wall there. You're going to have to draw that wall right there so that the sleeping bugs don't get woken up by the awake bugs. And then you're going to write your partners in here. Okay, it's getting even later. It's like so past my bedtime. I think it might be even 8:30. So another bug is going to fall asleep. Oh, let's tuck him in. There you go, little guy. And we're going to put that wall back in its place. Now, how many bugs are at the party? It's still 10. Nobody went home. They just fell asleep. They're still there. So 10 equals, how many are sleeping now? 1, 2, 3. 3. And how many are awake? 7. 3 and 7. Make sure you're writing that down too. And make sure you put that break apart stick between those bugs. So we're going to keep going. I want you to keep going with these. Putting one more to bed. And writing the equation. 10 equals 4 plus 6. And doing it on your worksheet. You could even do the worksheet later if you wanted to. Now, watch out. After you finish this part, you are going to be looking out for doubles. And I also want you to be looking for partner switches. Partner switch is actually, if you look at this worksheet, you see how there's 1 and 9? Here is a partner switch on the back. 9 and 1. So you're going to be doing your own sleepover party, putting them to bed one at a time, and writing down those equations to match the bugs at the sleepover party. Then, this is what I really want to see. I want to see if you can fix and finish the rest of these equations and making sure to put in that break apart stick to keep the sleeping bugs away from the waking bugs. All right, have fun at your sleepover.